try to think of what would be tricky. They think of something with a lot of detail, but I reckon getting something like Ditto, an amorphous blob to be shaped the way that looks enough like an amorphous blob you want rather than a random blob is trickier. Yeah. Sometimes, like, the detail makes it easier to lean on. And I think, too, there's, like, a certain sense of, like, I guess simplification when it comes to art, where, like, if it's really detailed, you can simplify it, and it still translates, you know, even without being perfectly detailed. But then, yeah, there's something about, like, weird blobs where, like, sometimes that's harder to make it look, like, correct when it's, like, subtler shapes. 'Cause it's, like, some of those you notice, like, very obviously versus not noticing, like, something more, like, detailed, kind of. I don't know, it's, like, a weird balance. Like, doing Doug Trio by itself with, like, a mound for them to sit on would be fine, but, like, trying to get a Doug Trio, like I don't know, like, with, like, the whole surrounding, like, that's harder. Like, I'd almost feel like if it was, like, in the ground, you'd have to, like, connect all the shapes and, like, do it separately so it looks like the dirt it popped out of, and I think that would be really hard to do. Like, doing the bodybuilder would almost be easier because you could just do, like, bodies and then have them holding each other and not have them be super detailed, and it would kind of read, you know? Or you could do, like, Age of Sparta style and, like, paint on the abs, and it would be fine. But then, like, doing the dirt mound they live in is really hard. I don't know. Maybe like 4 or 5 more rows of this. I don't know how long I want this arm to be yet. I was gonna do my normal detail signature thing, but I don't think it makes sense for this guy, especially since he's gonna have a little claw. Has to be done in one, like a lot of the other bits, when you can make them separate, you can use simpler shapes and just assemble them. Yeah. Yeah, the blob would either have to be done all as one, or you'd have to do it, like, with other shapes and connect it and just know that it's gonna look like a bunch of shapes put together, but yeah, sometimes it's harder. I'm trying to even think, like, what would be annoying to, like, do that would be something like that. Like, something like Ditto, at least if we're talking Pokemon, would be sort of easier, because at least that's just shaped at the top, and you could get away with not shaping the bottom as much, you know? Let's see. Yeah, we need a couple more. I also kind of wanted to do this. Which is fine because of how I can attach it, but... The duo? I mean, the duo wouldn't be that bad, because it's just a bunch of circles. And then attaching all the spindly legs. Like, that wouldn't be too bad. And... oh. Sorry, look at tongue. Go back over here. Boy. Duosion? What? Duosion? Baby steps. Oh, wait. I feel like weirdly too, like, stuff with a lot of, like, hard, straight right angles is, like, annoying to do within crochet too. It's possible, but it's just annoying. Because everything is just naturally is gonna kind of be more rounded. I guess at least with those, you can make really flat pieces and hook them together. Gen 5 Psychic Form. Solosis, Duoism, Reniculus. Wait, really? Oh, yeah. I mean... Yeah, you could resonate. I mean, I guess the other way to do that, Ginger, would be do it all in like the darker green and then like paste on the front almost. But yeah, you can't really achieve that in crochet without some sort of like give. But yeah, you could resonate. I guess if it was a crochet that you never touched, you probably could crochet like the inside bits and then hook them with wire and then maybe like cover them in like almost like the stuffing kind of texture that's been like painted so that it's not like super like opaque, you know? But it would never like be perfectly round. It would be kind of like a iffy thing, you know? Oh, I have to change all my lurks. Hang on. Hang on. 5,000 lurks update? Not that many, but you know, a few. A few. All right. 11. I did row 10. Sometimes I'm like marking a row and I think I've done it and then I'm not sure once I start. And it makes it hard to craft, yeah. That's not like you could do it like that. You could do it too. If you did it as a crochet on the inside, Ginger, you could probably do like the like cellophane or something. And then just wrap it in like see-through cellophane. Because you could cut it to make the cellophane like a circle and not just like wrapped around, you know? But again, I think that would be one of those like things that you could do, but it would never like, you couldn't really interact with it. It would more be like to put it on a shelf kind of thing. Because the second you interact with that, it would kind of like fall apart. I think other Pokemon that are see-through are not as like annoying, but because that one is like sitting in like goo almost, it's like kind of hard to do. It's kind of hard to like get it in the goo that makes where it makes sense. Okay, is this enough now? No, look. That might be enough. Like relative to his size. That might be okay. Does it need to be longer? Because I do kind of want it to, the tail's probably going to stick out to here, I would guess. This might be enough. Let me do this. Oops. She's just looking at me like I'm crazy. More possible though, because you'd find a clear plastic sphere like those make your own baubles. Yeah. Like, I think it's doable. It's just like this, I can like, when he's done, I can like hold him and pet him, and you couldn't really do that to like a Solosis because it would be in like some sort of clear jar type vibe. Is that long enough? That look like a decently sized arm? Like, I could use like 1 or 2 more rows, maybe. That might be enough. Like, the little claw is gonna be like here. Hmm. Yeah, I'll do 1 more row. And then I'll wait till I have a leg and we'll revisit. Thankfully, these arms don't take all that long to deal with if I decide we want to change how big it is. Dang, 12 rows. What are you doing, Pop-Tart? Oh, she's chasing her cake around the house. She has this little, like, cake squeaky toy. She's a little obsessed. Okay. How do I want to do the feet? I guess I could just do... like, round it out. They do get kind of round and then they get kind of narrow. Like, I need to bulge them almost. Okay, I'm just gonna tie this off. And then if I hate it later, I will redo it. And or frog this to redo it. But I think this is enough for this now to get started. Because I think I wouldn't know too if I hate this until I do a second arm and double check them. But I don't want to do both today because I want to do a leg and see what we're working with. Bruh. Please come. Okay. Let's stuff him though. So we can start to see the vision. This might be one of those ones too where I kind of like sew one end a little further in. Like almost like sew it like this so that it flats on the arm properly. Yeah, I think that'll work. He's shaping up, you know? Okay. Because it does kind of stick straight out a little bit. It's not too shabby. Here, let's pin him down a little. So I can start seeing. That's not too bad. don't have skeletal systems or anything else going on underneath the skin. Listen, he's just here, you know? He's doing his best, and that's okay. That's enough, you know? That's enough. I got these pins recently that are like really long and flat instead of I have these like normal like sewing pins that are like round heads. These have been nice because I feel like they slip through less. I don't know. I think that looks pretty good though. That's like a pretty good size. It's sticking up too much. Like I'll tip it down more when we sew it on, but okay. I think let's attempt a leg then. I'm vibing. Are we cleaning or running errands or just vibing? Don't fall. Thanks. Thanks. Okay. Legs. How do I want to do this? I think it needs to get to 36 at least. Oh, she's squeaking her squeak toys. So I feel like it needs to get at least to 36. Okay. I order pickup right now, then grocery pickup, then I'm gonna grab pizza before heading home. I have a small amount of energy left for the day. Girl, that's a lot of day. What do you mean? Girl. I have stuff to meal prep, but I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow, and I'm just gonna throw a pizza in the oven tonight for dinner. Because I don't feel like cooking. But who knows? Maybe I'll have energy later. I had a crazy day. Okay. That's okay. I know you did, though. 4, 5, 6. I mean, I guess if you have the energy, you may as well, like, do it while you have it. Because once you lose it, you're not going to want to do anything. Tuna salad for my wraps for the week. Then I'm sitting down for the evening. Good. Sit down for the evening. You should try to be sat down before I'm done. Because then that means you're done in an hour and a half. You know? A little laundry going. That's as caught up as I'm going to get. That's fair. I probably need to do laundry this week. Or tomorrow, I mean, not this week. Cutting in steam cleaning on Tuesday, maybe. There you go. You have to say, wait, you have to save some steam cleaning for me so you can show it to me. Don't clean your whole house, because then I can't watch you clean your house. Okay? Tomorrow's this week. Yeah, but I don't mean this week. I mean I need to do it tomorrow. That's my clarification. If I say this week, I won't do it till like Wednesday, but I need to do it tomorrow. Saving the wood floors. Perfect. 3. My mom didn't mop. Perfect. Listen, it was so nice of her to not mop so that I could see how your steam cleaner works. I'm excited. It was really generous of her. She really does like me, I guess. Tell her thanks. One, 2. A mad woman, I told her to stop. Yeah, why? Why? You were still gonna be there. That's so silly. I mean, I get why, but also, like, it's okay to leave something. Because how quick did they decide to leave? I'm assuming it was pretty fast. So she was probably trying to, like, get stuff sorted before she went. Like to have it clean. No, that's what I know. I know, but I was like, just because of the circumstance. is more what I meant. Because I do the same thing. I like to have stuff clean before I leave, but coming back to dust is better than dust and dirt. Yeah. Well, it's just nice too, because I feel like when you go away and you come back, you want to come back and it just be clean and you don't have to think about anything, and then you can just go to bed, you know? But if it's not clean, then you get back and it feels a little bit like unsettled almost. Like, it's nice to have it cleaner before you leave. Like, I always am like kind of a psycho about that. I clean before I leave too. So the one thing I don't always do, which I should start doing, but I never have enough planning and time, is coming home to like yard work. Like, I need to like start getting the habit of like doing like the mowing and like the raking before I leave, because I come home to that and that's like annoying that it's like everywhere. But that's kind of hard to control because I got to do that all the time anyway. So, but at least I can come home and my bed is clean and like the kitchen's clean, the floors are clean, and I can just kind of like chill. Don't let anything get dirty enough that it feels like it needs to be cleaned at any point. I guess that's fair. I'll like deep clean stuff before I leave though, so that it's like ready, you know? Like, I'll overly clean. I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. Putting yard work, the house looks immaculate right now. Same, yeah. At least it's like immaculate for now. Because you're still there, so you get the benefit of like them cleaning and leaving without leaving. I clean all week, it feels like. Yeah, I end up cleaning like a couple times a week, but it's like on weird days, and I don't do it all at the same time though, so it feels very not like everything, but I definitely need to do 24 at least. 5-10 minutes here and there throughout the week. Well, actually, cleaning takes less than 30 minutes, yeah. I'm also like, because the dogs are like in and out all week, like I'm like always mopping, I feel like, because it's really rainy here. So I feel like at least like 2 or 3 times a week I'm like mopping up the kitchen and the floor in general, just because they leave footprints, and even if I like wipe their feet down, it's never like fully dry. So if I don't mop, I've got like little puppy paw prints everywhere. Dinner date over here this week. Took me 20 minutes to deep clean the kitchen and bathroom. Oh yeah. Essentially a nightly refresh. That's smart. I don't do that. I probably should though. I like to do mine when I'm like on work calls. Since I work from home, so when I have really long work calls, I tend to like clean during those while I'm muted. I feel like I'm always putting dishes away on like a call. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Am I cleaning while cooking is going? I just feel like if I'm cooking, I'm usually like, unless it's like something's in the oven, I'm usually like focused because there's like a lot of things to prep. So I never feel like I have enough time to like clean while I'm cooking, but when I do, I do. Like, if I can multitask, I do. But I'm one of those people that I need to be doing 5,000 things, so the more I can multitask, the more efficient I am anyway. Lazy with the Instant Pot. That's fair. Honestly, that's fair though. I feel like I do 1 row. I might even get to 42 in the middle here. That seems kind of crazy though. I mean, his body did get to 48 or 84. Okay, I'm gonna do 1 round of this. Some meals take an extra 5 minutes to prep, but then I have 12 minutes generally to do other things. Oh, that's fair. My place is a mess. It's not a good day week. I'm stressed all the time. Yeah. I definitely feel like my best self when the whole house is clean too. Cause when I let it get too messy, like I can feel it. Like everything gets thrown off a little bit. Longer if a natural pressure release, that's fair. And there's like little stuff that doesn't bug me as much. Like it should bug me more. I try to like be better about it, but like I don't always dust everything that I'm not using every day. But stuff that I use every day, I have to try to keep it clean. Otherwise, it starts stressing me out. Going off about cleaning in here. I could talk with no light. Listen, I'm working on it. Lumily. I like that she's now realized he has a tongue. But no legs. I guess it's also in the title. His legs are so oddly shaped. I know. I'm trying to like figure out how I want to do it. Because I can't quite figure out how I want it to look. Okay. I think we do 36 now, or 30. 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ordering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks like a chicken thigh. It does a little bit, yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a way because I need to like bulge it out and then back in, but then also give him enough at the top that I can attach it correctly. Like, my notes are gonna start getting messy for this one, I feel like. Or I have to do what I do with something else and just like pin it differently and like sew it in a weird way. Haven't decided. It's weird. And then they're also like on the side of him. 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Poppy. Where is she? Poppy. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Your toys? Your toys? Goofball? What's up? Should I go back in your crate? You've been out for like an hour. She's like, no, don't put me back in there. What? What? No, her toys need to go in the wash. She's ripped her eye off of her lamb toy. It's probably the most destructive pet I've had in a while. Yeah. It's kind of like a common toy. I've realized my sister's in-laws gave it to me for Christmas to give it that in and bump out. Yeah, I don't like crocheting into slips, but that may be where we end up. I think I do one. Can't decide. It's gonna be a learning curve. Just kind of have to see how it looks when I get there. Puppy, you can make it into that bed. You want help? Do you want help so you can snuggle with Mills? He says, Mom, help. What do you think? What do you think? What's Millie doing? I'm an idiot? Oh. It's just lamb chop. Thing I told you was spoilers you've already seen. Oh. It's okay. What do you think? What's Millie doing? Poppy's trying really hard to play with Millie right now, and Millie's like not interested. It's a sweet puppy baby. Millie's about to ring the bell. I can feel it. And then it means I'm putting the puppy away. Hang on. I don't want to spoil that the guy who makes the smoothies was in the game. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I had seen that. Because you hadn't seen that, right? When I did it? Like, me finding the smoothie guy and figuring it out was the first time you'd figured it out? I mean, I know you'd seen him before, but... But didn't know that he made smoothies with ingredients, just thought it was in the potion shop, yeah. Okay. $36, I guess? I'm like... I guess I can do 36 times 2. And like 3 rows of 42. Let me try this. How to make chicken leg properly. 4, 5, 6. Those using the character models reference. Oh, cool. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 6. Step 1, grow chimkin. I'll just grow it real quick. This is like Eureka, right? I can just grow it. 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe 36 is enough? 2, 3, 4, 6. 24-hour stream, grow chimkin. I'll just grow some chicken. It'll be fine. You know? We'll get that chicken. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6. I might have gone too quick. Oh, I did the thing again. Let me do the not thing. Because I feel like I went 2 rounds too quick, essentially. I'll give it a minute and see how it goes, though. Couple rounds of 36. Because I'm starting to think 36 might be enough. To be chunky enough? Maybe not. I'm gonna do 2 rows of it and see how it feels. Just kind of like a figure it out as you go kind of thing. Oh, hi, Calvin. Calvin, you missed it earlier. I was repping for your Swipple and making a companion product for it, and you missed it. It's the infamous legged Lickitung. Okay, so here's the Lickitung progress so far today. I added a tongue, alright. And we have an idea of an arm we're not done with. Now, this tongue, I know you can see it. Just imagine this tongue, but not stuffed and girthier. And then it's made out of yarn, so it's kind of Swipple-like, but for a separate application, you know? So if you kind of get where I'm thinking here, you know, if you didn't stuff it and put a seam in the middle and flatten it, you know, kind of goes with the Swipple vibes, you know? Yeah. So you're welcome for this product idea. It's a dickin' mitten. Not a dickin' mitten. Yikes. A pitten? A pitten! Just I'll sell pittons and you can sell Swipples? Amazing. Oh. It's like I know that this leg is like really chunky on the side of him, but I'm like nervous to make it too chunky. I might have to start doing like a like double, half doubles, something to get the height once I get to like the middle way. That might be the answer. I'm in the market for the opposite of a Swipple. You want cold nipples? Why do you want cold nipples? Is it like for fashion? Not for me, for a friend? Oh, okay. Oh, pissing me off. I had to push that bitch down the stairs earlier, but he learned his lesson. Not you admitting you pushed him down the stairs. Calvin, you had probable deniability earlier. Now you wrote it out. In a laundry basket. We were asking him for a safe word and then he mysteriously disappeared, so I assume you tracked him down. A laundry basket? Okay, yeah. Yikes. Yikes. Is he alive though right now? Or is he like, did you finish the job or? Like, what's the current state of Kupo if we had to ask, you know? Health-wise. Like 1 being dead and 10 being fine. How on the brink are we? You get to deny things if you don't quote them. When they step out, gotta put them back in place. Back in that laundry basket. Yikes. Nothing is broken. Okay, okay. I mean, I guess that's smart. Nothing to go in the ER report. And this tongue is so girthy, it's causing shadows. He's a Girthaton. Okay, I know it's gonna be hard to tell. Is this girthy enough for a leg? Or does it need to be girthier? It might need to be girthier. I think we have to go 42. Oh. Yikes. He needs more. It's a flat oval on the bottom. What do you mean? Right now? It is kind of an oval, his leg. Like right now, you mean? Or like his actual leg? I'm just trying to figure out like it should be. Yeah. That's why I'm like, I think if I did 2. And then if I do like 3 rows, 4 rows of a 42. And then take it back down, that might be okay. We'll try it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I don't want him to be like, I don't know. I don't want the legs to be too small because I do think they are kind of like. Here. Let me pull it up back here so I don't dox my street. Wait for my delayed. Your grocer is delayed. Jim, murder is legal. Probably. Yeah, it needs to be girthier. Look at that knee. Dang. I'm thinking too when I make the tongue, the tail needs to be on the ground, even though I know it's not, but I think that's the only way he's gonna stand up straight, is if I can have the 3 points of contact be his tail. He is twerking. Look at him twerk. And when he stops twerking and he stands up, it is very ovally. Yeah, I think it needs to be half his body, so it needs to go to 42. What kind of pizza did you get? Jam. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plain pep, still good though. 1, 2. That's like what's in my freezer right now. That's gonna be my dinner. 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. I think too it'll help with the toes because the toes will give me a little bit of stabilization on like the front. To do like the little white toenail. Because I want him to be able to stand up on his own. 3, 4, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4. Cool. 5, 6, 7. Very nice, very nice. I mean, it's sort of looking okay. I'm getting like the round foot vibe at least. Plus a toenail. Okay, well, we'll see how this goes. I'm thinking 3 rows of this, maybe 4. And then we start decreasing. I think too, without turning and doing a bunch of like slip stitches, I'm just gonna have to like, when I go to sew them on, I'm just gonna have to like cave in part of it and sew it like wherever it is. Because I don't think I want to deal with making it really complicated. I might do some stuff near the top to make the top rounder. But we'll see. See how it goes. Because I think as I decrease a little bit, I'll get closer. Like this sassy bot is back on the outside. Better keep my snark in check or it's back to nice jail for me. How'd you manage to crochet look tongue's girth but forget the listen, I'm working on it. Lumily, I am working on it right now. Calm down. So judgmental. Jeez. Millie is snoring so loud right now. Like super loud. Like I don't have my headphones set to noise canceling right now and I can hear it through the headphones. They're set to not noise cancel, but still. Just being headphones, sometimes they cut out a lot of noise and they're not cutting the snoring. Okay. Why are we outing her? It's cute. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's cute. And funny. She doesn't always snore either. It's like every once in a while. Most of the time she doesn't snore. I feel like she snores more when she naps. I know this is more outing of her. I feel like she snores more when she naps than when she's like asleep. But it's because she sleeps in weird angles and she puts her neck at weird angles. Like, don't do that. It can't be comfy. Don't worry, she'll be snoring in your ear soon enough. Oh, Bloom is in jail already. You're still on probation. Mostly just don't expect me to start crocheting legless Pokemon or anything. That's a crime against. I'm fixing it, Lumily. Girl, that's the stream. The stream is letting me fix it. Calm down. Girl. I do think we might do like most of the limbs, like all the limbs, and then go back for all the yellow bits. Because I'm gonna have to do like the little round circles on his legs and little dots under his arms and the little stripes and stuff. You know what? What? What do I know? I think that's better. Oh, dang. All right. Hang on. All right. I just want you to know that you chose this. Should have done this to match the tongue 4 hours. That's true. I guess it does match the tongue more. If she listens. This is the only one that has Matt's name in the direction so that she's not overly sexual with Matt. It's fine. She doesn't always listen anyway. It's fine. Yeah, she's not allowed to be overly sexual to Matt. Matt is exempt. But I think every time it's been overly sexual, he's either been lurking or not here. So I think it's missed him. Or he's seen it go overly sexual and lurked. I don't know which. Could be both. That's in his bio. Go work on. I haven't chipped any nails today though. I must have done a better job painting them. I've been trying to put some like of the clear polish on the tips so that they don't crack as easily. Something Nat taught me. Going over the edges, yeah. You just gotta edge it. That's the trick to not cracking. You just gotta edge it. Ceviche that's just gonna sit here forever since I can't do it. Sesh V. What is Sesh V? What do you mean? I don't know what that is. I feel like I should know what that is. My brain's not remembering. It's a clear coat that allegedly bonds through wet nail polish to the bed. Oh. Oh, yeah. I thought you were gonna try it, though. Did you decide not to try it? Oh, I'm gonna have to paint over the edge. Oh, yeah. I've been trying to, like, grow mine out a little bit more, and I think they're, like, coming along. Like, they're actually sticking off my fingers now, so that's a progress. That's a progress. They've still been cracking though, so I've been using like cuticle oil on them like a couple times a week. Carcinogenic to the skin. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. To go to 48. I only went to 42 so far. I feel like it's gonna be enough. It almost might be too much. I can't decide. Almost like I feel like I should have gotten into it faster. Like maybe I should have done the extra rows at like 24. I think I do one more of this and then I go down. I'm at 42 and 4 rows right now, Ginger. Trying to decide how to finish it. What I might do is when I start decreasing, is start doing some half doubles just to add some height. They're still in good shape, so I'm not trying to risk it now. I guess that's fair. Oh, we're approaching the last hour. Can I finish this leg in an hour? I don't know. I will say, if I get it to where I like it, I might do the extra arm and leg off stream and attach them. Just so that kind of speeds up. Because I still have to do the tail, and that'll take a whole stream, probably. Just best guess, gonna take a whole 6 hours. Minimum. Which at least it's nothing super crazy, but it is gonna be really long, and then I have to fold it in half. And like pin it. Okay, so that's 42 and 4. Welcome back from ads. Oh no, what? Tomorrow's Monday and today was leg day? Did you not do it, or that means tomorrow's arm day? What's the problem? I did? Oh, okay. What's the problem? 2, 3, 4. Oh. Oh, the sore walking. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's gonna be a thing. That's not good. 4, 2, 3. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. 4, 5, 6. 4-day rotation, so most of the time it lines up either on a work from home day or the weekend. Oh. We just messed it up this time. 4, 5, 6. 1. Just an unfortunate lineup, yeah. Okay. 4, 5, 6. On a Monday, Nicholas uses a bear bowl because the work week already started. Monday is a kind of a crappy day to be sore, I will say. 3, 4, 5, 6. normal 24, then 1 round of 24, another was 6 slips in a row, then a normal 24, increase up to 36. 136, that's why I went up. Yeah, I did a 24-1, 31, 36-2, 42-3, and now I'm going back down. I'm thinking I might, when I'm doing these solid rows, start doing some half doubles on 1/2. And then just for some height, but I don't know if I want to get super crazy. I may end up just like folding part of this in and just like attach it where it attaches kind of vibe, you know, versus like totally figuring it out. Because I don't think I'm gonna get it perfect, but I can try to help myself out a little bit, I guess. Dang. Etsy will not leave me alone. It's like something new, something new, something new. Like, bruh. Like, if I do 36, that'd be 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 12, 18, 24, 24, 24, 30, 36, 36. Yeah, I did it 6, 12, 18, 24, 24, 30, 30, 36, 36, 36. 42 times 4. I don't know. It's not the worst. I think it could be like, I'm worried it's not going to be super flat at the bottom, but I may be able to force it a little bit with like pushing it in and then with the toe. You do the same number of stitches, it says parallel. It says parallel, but because of the way it works, like you can kind of tell the row on top is always going to be like one above stitch wise, kind of. So like when you finish a row, you always have to kind of seam it down, and there's always going to be like a little bit of a unevenness at the end. Cuz the way that I do it is I don't finish the row and then go up, cuz you could finish it by like going into a row and then you like chain one and you go up and then it would be perfectly parallel. But I work it in rounds, so like the rounds are always kind of spiraling on each other, so the part that I'm at is always slightly higher than the part where you start the next row because of that. If that makes sense. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18. I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but I might leave a marker in this one. Where's my markers? Does this make a sphere? You start with a small number in rounds, increase exponentially, then decrease exponentially? Yeah. Usually, too, if you want to make a perfect circle, it's like you do you do most of your increasing all at once. Like, you don't do any extras. And then you maybe the round before the dead center, you do one row that's doubled. So, like, if you went up to, like, a 36 across, like, 30 would be doubled by 1. And then you do, like, however many rows of that in the middle, which is usually, like, 3 or 4 for perfect circle. And then you start going down, and you go down the exact same way you came up, basically. So however many you did to come down, or to go up, you go down. But okay. But I'm kind of trying to make an oval, so I was going a little bit shallower because I don't want it to be a perfect circle. I think that's why the body was so hard for me, because I was fighting doing a perfect circle, but I should have just done a perfect circle for the body. But I was fighting it because I didn't want it to be like too round. But then I forget that Lickitung is the one time where it being round is actually a good thing. Because I think like years ago I tried to make a monkey and I made the whole body like a perfect sphere and it looked real weird. So seeing how it bumped out a thick thigh, which is why I didn't do another round of 30 to try to get it to bump there. Yeah. I probably didn't need an extra round of 24. I probably could have stuck with just one extra of like 30. But, oh, and I did the thing I said I wasn't gonna do. I'm bad at remembering that I had a plan to leave a stitch marker somewhere. It probably should have been in the second half, because the second half is always gonna be taller, but I think this is fine. Okay. I'm gonna put like that. Random aside question, but it's kind of mind-boggling how inland Helene went. It seriously fucked up some stuff. I know. I think that's something that kind of scares me about the East Coast is there's just so many hurricanes and they get so far and you never know how far they're gonna go. Even when I was like in the proper Midwest, like I was in tornado area and that always kind of terrified me. Like the area that I was living in for school didn't really get tornadoes, but I knew that like it was a possibility always, and we had tornado drills like once a week. And that was like very nerve-wracking to me. Yeah, every year it gets worse. Because growing up, the worst thing that you had was an avalanche, but because the areas know that there's avalanches, they're so good about like setting the avalanches off ahead of time. So I don't think I've ever really, there's like maybe like 2 or 3 times max in my childhood where we heard of an avalanche like hitting a house. And even then it doesn't really like crush the house. And as long as you're not being stupid in like avalanche like ridden areas, like you're probably gonna be fine. Wasn't this worse than Katrina damage wise? I think so. Like damage amount. Which is also kind of crazy. Ben Loud lived in the Midwest, was on a hill and a slant, so it's more or less tornado proof. That's good at least. Money and widespread of it. Yeah, that's what I thought. One, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18. Alright. Let's see how we're looking after this row. Not the most deadly yet. Yikes. It's just so scary. The fact that they were telling people, like, if you're gonna stay, like, write your next of kin on your arm, like, they knew it was gonna be this bad. Like, that's crazy. Just so scary. How many people left pet? People are so dumb. It irks me so much. Like, I get it. It's hard, and sometimes maybe there might be a world in which you have to leave a pet because you physically cannot take them with you, but like, don't leave your pets. You have enough warning when you're getting out. Like, if you have enough warning to get yourself out, you have enough warning to get your pets out. Like, someone left their dog crated when they know their house might flood. People are so annoying. Like, why? Why are we doing this? Why? The place I'm going doesn't allow pets. Go to someplace else then. Like, Like, I can't even imagine. Like, literally, if you leave your dog crated in a flood, you're basically murdering it. Like, you may as well kill your own pet because that's what you're doing. You're just gonna wait and let fate and the earth do it because you couldn't go somewhere. Literally, in an emergency situation, they'll figure it out. Like, what was it? Was it for Katrina? I know there was like some stuff a couple years ago where they were letting people take way more pets on flights than they were supposed to because there was literally like no way for people were not going to leave their pets to like flee. I'm like, if you really wanted to take care of your pets, you'll figure it out. Like, you go to a motel that takes pets, you go really far away, maybe like you go to a friend's that can take you in that takes pets, like you take them somewhere where they can be watched, like anything. There's more ways than leaving them in a crate to like sort their own fate out and hope for the best, you know? I don't know, man. Um when someone described it, I was like, oh, that had to be horrible. Created in a room in the dark because power is gone and they've got no way to get out and survive. Like, for real. Created in the dark, no power. You don't know how long you're gonna leave them either with no power in the dark. No food, no water, presumably. Because, like, the water that's gonna come in from the flood, they drink and they're gone. If it gets in. And if it gets in, they're gone. So, like, yeah, at least if you're gonna leave them in your house, at least leave them loose so they have some chance to do something. Don't, like, crate them. Which I'm sure they're like, oh no, our stuff. But I'm like, if you're worried about your stuff and you have a dog, like, don't have a dog. Like, bruh. Tend to be retractable so it can be used to hit someone in the face. You know, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I kind of want to do 33. Do I got to go to work worried that a fire or something will happen because True was created during the day. How do people not think? Literally, when I go to work and my pets are like created, I'm like all day I'm like stressing. And then I'm like too, Jem, I'm like, what if, because when Millie was a puppy, especially because I was leaving her home alone while she was a puppy, because you have to crate train them, right? And I would literally go to work and I was like, what if she like gets her paw stuck in her crate, or like the cat like bugs her, or she gets at a weird angle, or she like pinches something and then I'm not gonna be home for hours and like something could go wrong, like constantly panicked. But then there's people out here just like letting your dog like live in a flood because you don't want to deal with it. Like, crazy. That your dog might wreck the furniture while you're fleeing a literal flood. For real. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're worried about your dog wrecking the furniture, which is, I'm sure, why they created it. They're like, well, if we don't crate it and the flood doesn't hit, it's going to wreck the furniture, you know? And then we don't want it wrecking the furniture. So I'm like, if that's... if that's your concern, like, please give that dog to somebody who will care for it, because you clearly are not equipped. Which is fine, but then don't have pets, you know? I don't know, even like the one time, okay? The one time I had to call the police in my old house because my carbon monoxide detector was going off. And I was worried because I didn't know the difference between it never gone off for me before. And I was in a panic, so I wasn't listening to like how many beeps are safe and how many beeps is like the battery died. But like the battery was dead, the house was fine. But even in that, like the battery was going off. I came home from work, it was just beeping constantly, and I was like, there is carbon monoxide in this house, like I am in a panic. I literally immediately got the cat in a crate, put her out on the front step, got Millie out on her leash on the front step with me, and we all sat outside of the house together in case something happened. Like, I didn't even leave them in there, and I thought it might be fine, and I was just double checking. Like, that's crazy. Put in a building, and when they were found, whoever found them out, like, put them all down? They found a bunch of pets in the building and they put them down? Oh my god. Yeah, literally, if I had to, like, flee and there's nowhere for me to stay because of the pets, like, I'm sleeping in my car, like... 10, 11. I can replace the car. Like, I can't replace the pets, you know? That's crazy. People are just so thoughtless about it. I mean, I guess it is a lot of work. I guess it is, but like still. I don't know. It just sucks that somebody had to do that because people are like irresponsible. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15. 16.